Hey there, Max here. In today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly all that you need to know to take great photos for Instagram. Of course, we are going to look at this from the angle of a guy who wants to get more dates from social media and dating apps, because you will see you can very well use those photos on dating apps as well. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you're here because you think your Instagram kind of sucks or you don't have an Instagram profile at all, and you're afraid it's a problem because when you add girls on Instagram, you don't want them to have an image of you that's not as good as the impression that you gave them in real life. It's important because Instagram is going to do just that. Social media is your social portfolio. People that you add on social media will judge you based on what they see there. And even if you meet a girl in real life, you talk with her for 10 minutes and you add her on social media, she's gonna see, okay, is this guy less or more attractive than the person I talked to, the person I just met? People, and girls in particular, they are going to look at your social media to know whether or not, well, you are the person that you say you are. It's also very useful. Let's say, for example, you meet a girl at a party, she's a friend of friends, and you just have 2 minutes to talk to her before you have to go or she has to go. You take her Instagram, and then she will know more about you based on the stuff that you put on your online profile. So long story short, it's extremely useful to have nice photos on Instagram when you want to date girls. I also have to say, I don't know a single very pretty girl who doesn't use Instagram. So if you don't have it, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Well, lucky for you, in this video, I'm going to tell you all that you need to know to have a top-notch Instagram profile. So I'm going to put my own current, latest Instagram profile somewhere around there so you can get an idea of what I do personally. Now, keep in mind that what I do personally is what works in my local area. You will see, we will talk about this a little bit later in the video, but depending on where you are in the world, depending on the kinds of girls around you, the kind of girls that you want to meet, you want to focus on a few different things. Also, stay till the end of the video because I'm going to give you a few examples of super simple photos that you can take right now to get started with your Instagram profile. Alright, okay, so first thing that you need to know is that, well, you need to stop making beginner mistakes when it comes to taking photos. So no more selfies, okay? Let's start with this one. Keep in mind that what you post on social media is not for you. What you want to share, people don't care about. People care about what they care. People care about what they enjoy watching. Generally, there is very little value added through a selfie. Other very common mistakes are bad lighting or bad framing or photos that you just watch them and you're wondering, okay, why did this person share this photo? Like, what's happening in the photo? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't care. Next. All your photos should try to do something that will feel good to the viewer. For example, if you have a nice background or if the colors are very nice, what you should not do is share a photo, for example, of yourself on the street, just hanging out there doing nothing. Such a photo adds nothing. When you post a photo on social media, first it needs to have no obvious mistakes like I explained before, but also it needs to have this tiny little bit of thing that's unusual or special, something that's a little bit of a thing that you don't see everywhere. Not something huge. You can take awesome photos. You don't have to. It just needs to have this tiny little detail. If you just show a photo of your face, okay, you might be attractive, okay, this one photo is gonna work, but if your whole profile is photos of your face or of your body, it's gonna be empty after a while. You need to understand that attractiveness, even through photos, attractiveness is not just about, well, the shape of your face or your fitness level. Attractiveness is also about behaviors and contexts and a lifestyle. You need to show that you're attractive, not only through your physical appearance, but through the whole context related to your life. And then you need to show that you're not a creep, because you might be very handsome, but you might also be very annoying and very creepy. And I promise you that attractive girls, they know a bunch of guys who are very handsome, they go to the gym every day, but they can't talk to them. They are super boring and they are borderline weird, creepy, or harassing them. And you want to prove through your online profiles, through your photos, that you're not like that you're socially calibrated, that you're a normal, and, well, cool person to hang out with. One of the best ways to do that is to simply show photos of yourself with other people having a great time. And remember, not just you hanging out with the bros, we are going to build on top of the principles that we discussed at the beginning of the video. We are going to show photos of you that are attractive and interesting and high value, that show you hanging out with other people and having a good time, and that do this in a proper way, that feel good to watch. I'm going to put it there or there, a few examples, so that you get the idea of what you need to be doing. You need to know how to take photos that have you appear attractive and high value. So there you're going to focus on two things. First, show that you have a nice lifestyle that stands out. So that is to say, you will never ever again post photos of yourself just hanging out, unless you're hanging out in a very expensive, very fancy place, and that's kind of the point of the photo. But if you're just, for example, hanging out on the street, striking a pose, trying to look cool, it's not gonna work. It's going to have the complete opposite effect. Go to nice places, do activities that stand out, that are a little bit adventurous, that are a little bit maybe dangerous or exclusive. Show things that prove that you're not just the average guy who's going to spend his Saturday afternoon sitting on the couch watching Netflix. And again, this is very important. You might be spending your Saturday afternoons sitting on the couch watching Netflix, but your photos should not show that. Your photos should show what's exciting about you and about your life. Remember that the goal is to show your best self, not your usual average self. And you should see your social profiles as kind of the same way you dress up when you go to a wedding. Instead of going to that wedding wearing your pajamas, well, on social media you want to photo up. It's not about dressing up, you want to photo up and show what's best about you. You're also going to show that you're attractive through your photos with your body language and your posture. For instance, if when you take a group photo, you are on the side behind everyone and there is a guy who appears way cooler and way more confident than you at the middle of the photo, in the center, at the center of the attention, well, this guy's gonna look cool, but you're gonna look fucking stupid. So pay attention to your body language and pay attention to your social value communicated through your position in the photos. I know it's nuanced, but we are here to go deep, so I'm sure you can get that and I'm sure you can do it. Pay attention to the way you sit, pay attention to the way you carry yourself. Don't take photos in which you have your shoulders in one like this, because it's going to communicate that you're not confident and that you don't want to be there, or that you're not at ease in a social situation. And again, girls are going to judge you based on what you communicate through your photos. Okay, so we talked a little bit about having attractive photos. We also need to talk about what you need to know to have photos that prove that you're not creepy, that you're sociable, and that people like to hang out with you. So the best thing to do this is group photos. And the ideal shot is a group photo in which you are at the center of the attention. And you're going to tell me, but Max, I'm a shy guy. I am afraid to be at the center of the attention. I don't know how to do it. At the end of the day, that's kind of the goal, you know, because photos are going to show what you are. And you also want to bring up what you are. You want to bring up your confidence level to the point where you can take photos that work. You want to bring up your game and you want to elevate your life and your lifestyle up to the point where it's easy to take photos that show that you're attractive and confident and cool. So a little plug for my coaching, by the way. If you find it difficult to develop that confidence, which would, for instance, help you, well, be the center of the attention in a social setting so that you can take nice photos that have you appear at the center of the attention, well, you can click the link below this video to have a look at what my coaching can do for you. Anyways, I was talking about elevating your life a second ago. Well, keep in mind that the more money you make and the better you look in terms of fitness level and in terms of fashion style, well, the easier it's going to be for you to take photos that look nice and premium and, well, above average. And so the more money you make and the better you look, it's kind of going to multiply the effectiveness of your current photos. So yes, you have to understand the principles of what works so that you can appear attractive and confident and sociable, yada yada. But keep in mind that once you get there and once you look like a cool, attractive guy who's above average, if you want to really reach the top of the top, well, money and good looks are going to be what really gets you there and helps you beat the competition. So with that in mind, we are going to use that money and those good looks to take even better photos. So for example, if you can afford it, go to places that are very expensive and exclusive. If you have the body For that, go to the beach and take photos of yourself shirtless. Go to expensive hotels and resorts, take off your shirt, go in the pool, get one of those breakfast platters on which you get a bunch of food that looks very exotic, very expensive and very nice. Sit in the pool with that, relax, take a photo like this. It's going to be awesome. Such photos, they always work. I hope that makes sense. Now I have photos to show you that are extremely simple to do and extremely efficient. I'm going to show you photos that are free or almost free, very inexpensive. First, we have this photo. Get a nice shirt, go to an expensive rooftop. You don't have to spend a lot, just get one drink. Hang in there with the bros, have someone take a photo, and instantly you're a high value guy drinking cocktails in the rooftop. Here's another very good one. Find an activity that you like that you can do in one afternoon, something a little bit adventurous, something a little bit dynamic. Go there, wear the equipment, do the thing, and right before you start or right after you're done, you take a photo. Another extremely easy one, you find the nearest 5-star hotel in your city, you go there, you sit in the lobby, you get a drink if they sell drinks, but you don't even have to. You hang there in this very expensive and luxurious environment for free. You take a few shots, you say thank you to the lobby people, and then you go back home. I know taking photos is not easy, especially if you're not used to. I remember when I first started, that was the worst thing in the world. Like for me, I was like, okay, I am not the kind of guy who likes to take photos. Screw Instagram, screw all that. Turns out it's not that complicated and it works like crazy. Like, honest with you, since I started working on my Instagram and my social media profiles and my online dating game, my dating life is literally 10 times easier. Be it only because of the fact that sometimes you can't really talk to a girl. Like you go to the cafe and you meet a girl and she has to go, you talk with her only for 30 seconds, but you get her Instagram and she gets to know more about your life. There you have a shot, while on the other hand, if you just took her phone number, it was dead in the waters. So don't underestimate how important and useful it is to have nice social media profiles, be it for girls, but also for guys, for friendships, for business connections, for everything. It's so important now. If you want to dig deeper, there is also a link below this video towards my digital program that teaches you exactly how to take those photos and how to use them on social media and on dating apps to get more dates with more hotter girls. That's about it for this video. If you enjoyed, well, leave a like, consider subscribing, and tell me what you thought of it in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.